everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Mystic Moonbeam Tarot, and today I'm doing pick a card on why I'm feeling the way I am. This could be regarding frustration, anger, feeling lost, feeling stuck. Please remember that the messages I give are general and they're not going to resonate for each and every one of you, so just take what fits and leave the rest. I shall also put the timestamps down below in the comments for you. So in front of you have 3 piles. We have pile number 1, number 29, anger and chains. Pile number 2, number 7, sacrifice. And pile number 3, number 26, peaceful among thorns. So choose the pile or the piles that you're drawn to. And I'm going to get started straight away on the collective that chose pile 1. I just want to say that some of the messages I give, they may trigger you. Just know, if there's any messages that I give that do trigger you, it's a chance of healing that issue of whatever triggers you. So I'm going to get started straight away. Pile number 1. Right. Pile number 1, why do you feel the way you do? Well, I'm picking up straight away those that chose pile number 1. I'm feeling suppressed anger. There's some kind of anger within you, or you're feeling angry and frustrated about a situation because you're not saying something. There's something being held within. There's a lot of anger that you're holding on to. This could be in regards to the past, or it could be in regards to something you're going through at the present moment. The number 29 breaks down to the number 11, which breaks down to the number 2. 2s are all about balance, choices, partnerships, relationships. So let's get into it. Let's have a look. Have a look at your tarot first. You have strength. So we have Leo energy. There's also a lion in the card as well. So you could have strong Leo in your birth chart or dealing with a Leo. We have the Terror, which is Scorpio energy. We have the King of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, again Sagittarius. So we've got strong Leo energy, strong Scorpio energy. We have the Knight of Wands, another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, Aries, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. Strong Leo, strong Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries. I shall pull these cards, additional messages at the end, see if they clarify what I'm seeing here. Right, so pile 1, why are you feeling the way you are? Like I said, I am picking up that you're feeling angry, or there's old anger that you're holding on to. Those that chose pile 1, you're going through some kind of test. You're being tested by the universe. You're going through a cycle. And I feel as if this cycle needs, with the cross being there needs to be a stop put to it. It could be regarding a certain individual. Someone that's in and out, in and out, in and out. Repetitive cycles. Something needs to stop. This cycle needs clearing out. You need to learn the lesson. Let it go. You're holding on to something. I feel as if there's a certain individual in your life, or it could be people that keep coming into your life with the same energy. You're being triggered by someone, and you're being triggered by this person for a reason, for you to let this anger out. You could also be feeling angry and frustrated because you're bound to something. Like I said, it could be a situation, a person, a thought, an idea. It's causing so much frustration within, because you're not letting go of how you're actually feeling. You're stopping something from happening. It could be that you're stopping this tower from falling. You're trying to control the situation. And with the Wheel of Fortune being here, that's karma, that's destiny. It cannot be controlled. You're going to keep repeating the same cycles over and over until you let go. Put a stop to it. You're stopping something from falling apart in your life, or you're stopping something from coming down. For some, you've already gone through this terror moment and you're trying to remain strong to move your life forwards. But I do feel strongly there's hidden resentment, hidden anger, hidden frustration from something regarding the past. You're still attached to something. You still could be attached to a karmic person. You're attached to someone that you're needing to learn lessons from. You could have been in contact or attached to someone with player type energy, somebody who was in and out, someone who had attention of others, someone who craved attention. You could have put a stop to that, but I feel as if energetically you're still attached to these type of individuals, these type of people. In, out, in, out, in, out. You need to learn the lesson, put a stop to it, make changes, because you're going to keep repeating the same old patterns because you're not releasing this anger. You're not releasing this attachment you have to someone that's in your life or was in your life. That was a karmic. That was brought into your life for a lesson. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a friend. It could even be a family member, a co-worker. But you are stopping something from coming down or falling apart. You're going through a terror moment, and this is causing anger from within. You could even be trying to break free. But I do feel you're trying to control this terror from happening. And I do need to say, this terror is brought in by the universe. It can't be stopped. It could also be as well that you've got that much anger inside you that it's going to come out. There's going to be a blow up. And I feel as if your words have power. You could be holding back from speaking up, from letting this anger out, because you could know what kind of chaos it will cause. I feel as if it's the ripple effect. When you let this anger out, it's not just going to affect you, it's going to affect a lot around you. You're holding on to so much anger. You're stopping your emotions from falling, from breaking down. You need to stop holding yourself back. You need to free yourself from bad situations and take action to break free. With these cards being here, I am seeing an outburst of anger. That will happen, or it has happened. But for most, it does need to happen. And it will shake up your world, your foundation. It could even shake you up that much that it's going to break you free. It's going to close this cycle out. Like I said, there could also be an individual around you that's causing this anger inside of you, and you're holding back because you don't want to rock the boat, or you don't want to cause upset. But I do honestly feel this anger needs to be released, and it will be released. If you're going through a repetitive cycle with someone, you need to speak up. You need to stop holding back what you need to say or how you feel. Because I feel this is going to close this cycle out for you then. It's going to bring the changes in that you need. There's a person around you as well that loves attention. And this could be driving you insane. I do feel the holding back on what needs saying, well, it is going to come crashing down. If anyone has been dealing with an individual that has been in and out your life, they're about to go through some kind of karma. Or the reason you're feeling angry, frustrated, stuck, is because you've been going through a karmic lesson with another person. You're learning karmic lessons, or you need to learn this lesson to close it out. I do feel that the universe has been testing you because you're going through some kind of awakening. Destiny, it's destined to happen. There's a lesson that you need to learn. So the reason you've been feeling the way you have, it's so you can release anger and free yourself. Close this cycle out. This cycle will not end until you've learnt the lesson and put a stop to it. Let this anger out. Cut cords with any attachments you have to this karmic person. They don't have to be a fire sign, they could just have that energy. They come in your life for a reason, then leave them back, forth. It needs to stop. It really needs to stop. You're being influenced by another's actions. You need to release this energy. You're very stubborn. You're trying to control this tower from happening. You're thinking that, oh, I've got it, I can do it. It needs to happen, and it will happen with the tower being here. It can't be controlled. This outburst of anger is going to come out whether you like it or not. I do need to say that. You could also be karma for another person as well. I'm going to get into these cards and let's have a look. We've got a separation, a breakup. So like I said, this could be past energy that you're attached to. You're still chained to something from the past. This could be a separation, a breakup, a loss. And with the attachment still being there, you could still be attracting this type of energy into your life, whether you're male or female. We've got truth is coming out soon. Lies will be exposed. So like I said, you're going to be speaking up. This anger's going to come out. Something's going to be exposed about a certain individual. It could be that you're now realising that this is a karmic cycle that you're going through. But with the anger and the explosion, you're going to say something, you're going to let this anger out, and it's going to affect everything and everyone around you. There's going to be a ripple effect. Your words are very powerful. You're speaking your truth. For others, there's something coming out regarding a person you're dealing with, and you're going to separate from this person. A breakup. And I feel as if once these lies come out and you realise this, that karmic cycle is over. Fresh start. And then we have get some sleep, stop worrying and stressing so much. So it has been something that you've been worrying about. It could be that you're worrying about speaking up. But regardless, there's something that's going to happen to let this anger out. And your words are going to have effect. So the reason you're feeling the way you are is because of suppressed anger and attachment to someone, to something. And you're going to be speaking your truth. You're also going to be finding things out as well, which is going to cause this separation or breakup. But your advice is to get some sleep, stop worrying and stressing so much. It's a karmic cycle. It's a lesson that you're learning. You're being tested by the universe for something new to be brought in to put an end to this. So I hope that helped, and I'm going to leave that there. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. So just give me a moment. Let me just grab the cards. Which ones are these ones? Right. Let's have a look. Pile number 2. The number 7. Now, what I'm getting through this card, she's got an eye. I've only just noticed that. I've had these cards for a long time. She's got an eye in her stomach. Those that chose this pile, you need to listen to your gut. Your gut instincts are always correct. She's also in armour as well. Remember, this is just energy. You don't have to be female, you could be male. But I feel as if she's built this armour. She's stronger than what she was before. She's also got scars on her face as well. So you've already been through some kind of battle. This armour is pretty thick. So you have gone through it. You have gone through it. But you're ready. I feel as if focus is on yourself. Let's get the cards and have a look. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy. We have the Three of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. We have the Eight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Pile 2, why are you feeling the way you do? Number 7. I feel as if you're going through a period of realising your self-worth. You have been through a lot. This is why you've got this suit of armour on. You've been through a lot of pain and upset. I'm also picking up anger with this pole as well, so you could have been drawn to pole number 1 as well. If you was, go and watch it. There might be a message in there for you. That chose pole number 2. I feel as if you've either gone through or you're going through a dark night of the soul, seeing your worth, had enough, putting yourself first. I feel as if you've been sacrificing yourself and putting others first, putting other relationships before yourself. With the lovers being here, it could be a soul connection, a lover. But with the Three of Cups, that's also friendship as well. Family, groups of people. You've been putting other people's first. You've been sacrificing yourself for the sake of other people. And this seems to be affecting you. I do feel you're the type of people to put your own needs last and you put other people's needs first. But with this card being here, I'm getting a strong sense of no more. No more. You could have been going through a stage where you just don't want to be around other people right now. You could spend a lot of time alone. Or you've dealt with that many issues or situations with other people, with relationships in your life. You've decided to be on your own. You've had enough. You want time alone. And I feel this is because of either another person you felt or you had this deep connection with, or because of friendships or family that have caused you some kind of disappointments or feelings of being let down. Those that chose this pole, you may be feeling lonely because you have walked away from friendships, love relationships, family. You have turned your back on relationships with the Eight of Cups. It's like, nah, I've had enough. I want to be on my own now. Like I said, I do get a sense of anger. You could be beating yourself up. Why did I put myself through this? With the eye in the middle of a stomach as well. If you haven't gone through this yet, you need to start listening to your gut. Your gut is giving you messages about certain people around you. Love, friends, family, co-workers. Listen to your gut. Your gut instincts are spot on. They're very, very strong. It could be that you listen to your gut regarding another person or other people and you had enough. You walked away. You isolated yourself away to focus on yourself. You're very independent. You're very self-sufficient. Like I said, I feel those that chose this pole, you've said enough is enough. I don't need it. I don't want it. On the Eight of Cups, she's throwing her hands up and she doesn't want to know. I don't want to know. I'd rather be alone. But you are feeling lonely. But I feel as if you've had to go through this stage. You've had some kind of awakening, soul searching. You're accepting. You're realising. But you're still angry about this. Like I said, you could be angry because of being let down, because of disappointments. And you are feeling lonely because you've had to walk away from friendships and love relationships and family. You have turned your back on relationships or a certain connection in particular. This could have been because of a third party as well. You could have been put in third party situations, always second best. You don't want to be second best. You don't want that. You're starting to see your worth. So if you're going through a stage of feeling lonely and feeling alone, it's because you're realising your worth. You're finding your independence. You could even choose to be single and be alone as well, because you've got no faith in other people. You could definitely be going through a dark night of the soul, and that is lonely. It's very lonely when you start to wake up and realise everything you've been through, it's been caused by other people, close relationships to you. Now your focus is on yourself. You've had enough. You've had enough of meaningless relationships, and you're fed up of having to deal with people from your past or people around you now. I feel as if the way you were when you went through these situations is not the person you are today. And withdrawing from people, from other energies, you're starting to accept, you're starting to build resilience. You've got the armour on, you're ready for battle. You've been through so much already. You've got wounds from the past. You have been through it, and you're listening to your gut now, or you need to start listening to your gut. You know who's good for you and who's not good for you. And you could be going through a time of introspection where you're focusing on yourself. You're relying on yourself. That's self-reliance and independence. Focusing on your money, focusing on yourself, building yourself up. You're a better person for whatever you've gone through. You've had enough of these meaningless relationships. And like I said, the person you was when you was in this situation with these relationships, you've become more wiser, and you don't want to deal with people anymore. You don't want. It could be that you're fed up of people. You're starting to realise that you've had that much disappointment with love connections, family, friends. You've just had enough. You're throwing your hands up. You want to be by yourself, or you need to be by yourself so you can see what's going on around you. You have become more independent and self-sufficient. You've withdrew yourself away from others that just don't align with you. Focus is on yourself and your independence. I do feel this, Paul, as you've given up a lot. You've gone through a lot. You've come out the other side though. It's like you've got thicker skin because of it. Very thick skin. You're very resilient. You're very strong people. But you've walked away from relationships. You've walked away from going out with friends, socialising, to be by yourself. You've released situations and people to be free. And it is people that you did invest a lot of time and energy into. It was not half-hearted. I feel as if you invested that much time into people, you just got let down. And the reason you're feeling the way you do is because you're soul-searching, you're starting to come to realisation, you're listening to your gut more, and this is why you may be feeling withdrawn away from people, not going out as much. But it is for your highest good. Let's have a look at the cards. Yep. Clear out your friendship circle, snake in the grass. So if you haven't done this, you need to listen to your gut of certain individuals around you, whether it's a love connection, friends, family. There needs to be, for others, you have been doing this, and this is why you're spending time by yourself and you're feeling alone, because you have been clearing out your friendship circle, your family circle, your love connections. But for others, there is still someone in your circle that's a snake and they need to let go of. But I do feel for most of you, you've already withdrawn yourself away. It's like you can't be doing with people that bring this kind of energy in. And then we've got troubles will vanish, pieces coming in. Yeah. So you are going through a dark night of the soul. Just know it's coming to an end. It's all the troubles that you've been going through, it's going to vanish. You're a stronger person because of it. Peace is coming in. And last but not least, we have move on, the past has gone. Yeah. So this, like I said, you could be going through this now because this is what you've dealt with in the past. So for the majority, you have already gone through this. For others, you need to move on, the past has gone. Focus needs to be on yourself. You're going through a dark night of the soul. But just know that all this trouble is going to vanish and peace is coming in. So I'm going to leave that there and out that out. I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Let's have a look. Right. Pile number 3. You chose number 26, which is Peaceful Among Thorns. 26 breaks down to an 8. 8 is all about karma, abundance. Peaceful among thorns. I feel as if those that chose this poll, you're very peaceful people. You're also very spiritual as well. Let me pull the cards and let me have a look before I go any deeper into it. We have the Nine of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have the Fool, Aries energy. We have the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the Emperor, strong Aries energy. Right, let me have a look. Those that chose poll number 3, you're going through some kind of spiritual process. I do pick up strongly, you're already spiritual anyway, but I feel as if you keep yourself in a spiritual bubble. You're not dealing with the outside influences. I feel as if you could be feeling a certain way because you're too much in the spiritual realm. You're spiritual people who like to keep the peace, or you always remain in a peaceful energy, because I was picking up on that. I'm getting a sense of calm. Those that chose this poll, you need to step out of your comfort zone. You do keep yourself to yourself. But this card, this peaceful among, is it thorns? Peaceful among thorns. This card is telling me that you're relying too much on the spiritual aspect of life. Or the spiritual element of life. Especially surrounding your material world. It could be that you need to accept that if you want something, you need to meet spirit halfway and actually put effort into getting what it is that you want. Yes, spirit can help you and they can assist you, but you also need to help yourself as well. It's like, for an example, if you have money problems. I thought, those with this poll, don't take this the wrong way, but I feel you're so spiritual. It's like, if you have money problems, you go spiritual. If you have problems regarding love, you go spiritual. If you have problems regarding health, you go spiritual. You're feeling a certain type of way because you're relying too much on the spiritual side of things and not on the material, the reality of life. I feel as if you need to come back down to earth and deal with reality. Being spiritual all the time will not solve problems. If you have money problems, then deal with them. If you want love, then go out and find it. You need to let your guard down. Try not to control situations. I feel as if you're at peace being in your spiritual bubble. Because you probably don't want to deal with the material world. But I do need to say you're relying too much on spiritual practice. You need to get out of your comfort zone. It's like you don't want things to affect you. You just want to remain in the peace, in the quiet. But you're missing out on something. You do need to let your guard down a bit and step into the material world and take control of what it is you want. There is a wish fulfillment that wants to come in, or there is something that you want, and this is telling me Spirit have already put it around you. But you need to take action and bring it in. Go get it. I do feel, those that chose this poll, you have been through something which led you to be more into spirituality. And you've learned how to put boundaries up as well. You have been through a lot. But I feel as if you just want to remain in peace all the time. You say no all the time to things. It could be that you're saying no to opportunities because you're so stubborn. You're set in your ways. I want to be in my peaceful bubble. Your boundaries could be way too high. keeping yourself closed in. You could be feeling spaced out. But like I said, you do feel peaceful in your own presence. You feel more at ease and peaceful in the spiritual bubble. But Spirit is saying you need to meet them halfway. There is something that you're wanting and it's around you. It could be that you're not doing the work. You might be saying to yourself, oh, I'll manifest it. Spirit can bring me. Spirit is saying, no, you need to meet them halfway. You will get what you want, but you need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to step out of this bubble. You are going through a stage of personal power, but to get what it is you want, you do need to take a few risks to get this wish fulfillment. You are happy in your own spiritual bubble. But there's an opportunity that wants to come in, but you need to take a risk. Stop being stubborn. Take control. Take charge. I feel it's time to step out of this spiritual bubble. You have learned a lot. You could be empaths as well. You could have stepped inside this spiritual bubble and focused more on the spiritual side of life, because others affect you. There's outside influences and energies that do affect you, but Spirit is saying it's safe to step outside that bubble. Take that risk. Take that risk to get what you want. For some as well, I feel as if you're going through a stage of healing as well. You could be healing issues around your parents. You could also be closed off as well because of fatherly issues. Could be mother as well, because we've got the mother and the father here. But I feel as if those that I'm talking to, pile number 3, you're the Queen of Swords, regardless of your star sign. There could be issues around the masculine energy within you as well. You could be trying to find that balance, but you're not going to find it always being in the spiritual realms. You need to step out of the spiritual realms, step out of your comfort zone, because happiness is around you, wish fulfillment. All life is not just spirituality. It needs to be balanced. You're not wanting drama. You are focused on self, and you do need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to accept that all life is not just spiritually. It needs to be balanced. You're going through a period of ascension, and you are manifesting. It could be that at the moment you're in the spiritual realm because you are manifesting this, but there's still issues that need to be dealt with. Gain a sense of peace and calm from those that chose this pole. You're going through some kind of upgrade, so it can be flipped. Just put it to where it fits. If you're going through some kind of upgrade in your life, it could be that you need to be in peace at the moment. You're setting those boundaries, starting to say no. No means no. You're taking control of your life. You can look at the cards that way, but for most, you're putting too much effort into your spirituality. I know that sounds wrong saying that. That's the message I'm getting from this card. You expect Spirit to bring everything to you. You're not meeting them halfway. And for some of you, you need to get out your comfort zone and meet Spirit halfway, because you've got all this goodness around you. You are going through a period of healing. Let's have a look at these cards. Yeah. Time to stop isolating yourself. Get out and enjoy yourself. That goes hand in hand with the Fool. Take risks. Take leaps of faith into the unknown. It could be that you're scared of the unknown. You feel at peace and content in your spiritual bubble. You need to step out of it. You need to stop isolating yourself away. Get out and enjoy yourself. And then we have new opportunity, doors opening up for you. Yeah. This is the wish fulfillment, the 9 of Cups. Get out of this spiritual bubble. There's a new opportunity, especially with the Page of Pentacles. It could be a different job, a new job offer, higher learning, an opportunity of something. Could even be a relationship. There could be a message that comes in. There's definitely a new opportunity that comes in that's going to open a new door for you, but you need to get out of this spiritual bubble. You need to start living in the real world. And then last but not least, a happy event will be happening soon, a social gathering. So I feel this is the kick up the bum that you need. If you know you've been spending too much time in your spiritual bubble, in the spiritual realms, you now know it's time. You're accepting that you need to get out of this now and start living in the real world. Don't miss out on this opportunity, this new door that's happening for you. There will be an happy event. That will be happening soon. Some kind of social gathering, or you need to get out, like that one says. Time to stop isolating yourself, get out. Get out and mingle if you want. Like I said, if you want love, you need to get out and mingle and find love. You could find your emperor or your empress at a social gathering. There could be a message coming in where someone wants to take you out. And you could say no, when really you need to take that leap and say yes, do it. It's going to be a brand new opportunity. It's going to open a brand new door to your happiness, your wish fulfillment. So step out of your comfort zone. So I hope those messages helped, and I'm going to leave that there. And thank you all for watching.